Hey, Justin.
Hey, Chris, how's it going? I'm glad we
Uh,
could finally meet.
yeah, same here.
So, are you
Appreciate
taking a break from the floor?
I've barricaded myself in my office to get some free time here and talk with you.
Well, I appreciate you making the time.
Most people think manufacturing's dirty, boring, or dying. They're dead wrong. This is Manufacturing Runs the World. We're here to fix the misconceptions, teaching the next generation how modern manufacturing really works and why it matters more than ever.
Do you guys call it for short? Do you call it Man Tool or do you call it Manitowoc Tool or?
No, we call it MTM, actually.
Okay.
Mantle. I don't know where that came from. That was like their website, their web address ages ago.
Yeah.
And it kind of stuck after that.
Yeah, it's a great domain name.
Right? Yeah, been around since 65 as a tool and die company. But Manitowoc Tool Manufacturing, there's been a couple name iterations, but 2010, we became Manitowoc Tool Manufacturing on paper separately from what was once Manitowoc Tool Machining. We were combined under one roof. But 2010 kind of stood on our own, and since then it's been a lot of growth. So the facility I'm in actually was built in '06 just to get stamping separated from production machining. And then, like I said, 2010, owned company on paper. And then not just this last year, we opened up another facility in the other industrial park in Manitowoc here.
Yeah, I was looking up online. It said you had about 300,000 square feet. Is that true?
Yeah. This building started off as 25,000 square feet, and we added on a bunch of times. We always joke, we don't know if it was poor planning or good business, but we've been very blessed. I always took the additions in bite-sized chunks, so to speak, never wanting to take away that ability to invest in equipment for our customers, because usually it's build it and they will come, but to some degree our customers are usually telling us what they need next. We'll go out and get equipment. Expo Drive, where I am right now, just over 200,000 square feet, and we finished that out 2022.
Okay.
We had it on the last time, and then in 23 we opened up. We were renting some space here in town, and we ended up putting up our own distribution center, we'll call it, but it was like 48,000 square feet of warehouse and shipping offices and stuff like that. And last year we chose to add on to that space, putting us right around 100,000 square feet as well. But now there's production equipment there, so it's the next plunge of supporting production at two facilities.
Yeah, I gotta imagine that you're working with a lot of local companies. What attributes to this growth?
Mainly, U.S. based, but not necessarily local by any means. We tend to, parts that don't ship in containers very well from overseas, especially. That's a niche for us. But parts that are high volume and just big and awkward in size and shape and weight that don't travel well. Like that's where somebody right in the Midwest near us is going to want us for something like that. But we do ship product all over the U.S. really, and some down into Mexico, some stuff up into Canada.
Cool.
Yeah.
Is there a industry that you guys are specifically honed in, or a couple industries? Obviously, you're probably in most industries if you're manufacturing at that size, but
Right. Yeah, no, there's so much. I'll just name a few: small engine, lawn and garden, ag, lighting, office furniture, home standby power generation, on-highway trucking, kind of the UTVs, ATV type markets, a little bit of everything. But who's been taken off lately is not one. There's been a lot of them. Some of those onshoring efforts since COVID really have not stopped. That when people couldn't get parts, they haven't forgotten about that yet, and they know with us they're gonna get their parts.
Right. Well, and that was probably a huge opportunity for you guys to make an impression, right? And
oh yeah, completely. There were relationships forged in just the heat of the moment, like, hey, I need this one thing, can you help me?
Yeah.
Turns into now they're repeat customers and they're back for more, and it's product lines that last for quite a while in most cases.
Yeah.
So,
well, how long have you been with the company?
I'll be here for 19 years. I like to joke, I was born here at MTM.
Yeah.
We don't believe in child labor, but I was the exception. No, I'm just kidding. I started right out of high school while I was going to college. My degree's in mechanical engineering, and I started here on wash line. Eventually became a quality lab tech, quality engineer, quality manager. Back then, 2006, 2007, there weren't as many people. There was only 60 guys in the shop, so I was the IT guy, the ISO coordinator, the quality manager. You wore a lot of hats back then.
So holy cow, you're like the blueprint for the modern manufacturing person. Yeah, straight out of high school, and then are you considering retiring early now?
That's the hope, but I hate to say it. I have no interest in retiring. I kind of I enjoy coming to work, and especially here at MTM. I've got a good team around me, so I don't even think about that. I just keep making the right decisions, and it all works out.
At 19, you started on the floor, or more like network and IT?
No, it was very early on, wash line, grunt, the new guy doesn't know anything, and I didn't.
And you've slowly worked your way up this entire time into vice president now. Is that still your title?
Yeah. I'd say that the next biggest position I had taken on was production plant manager in 2019. I took on that role. Got to oversee a lot more people just by quantity. The head count that I was taking care of was about 120 to 150, somewhere in there. Give any given ebb or flow of head count through that time as business expands and contracts a little bit on our way up. But before that, quality manager, and I always ask our owner, and my boss that's now retired, he's still here part-time. He can't get away either. He loves it here. I always ask them if they planned that for me, if they were intentional in what the exposure and the experience that they were getting for me here. And they said, no, it wasn't really intentional, but as an IT guy, you get to hear of everybody's problems. You get to get hands-on with making everything work, all the tools at their fingertips.
Yeah.
So it was fun to gain that IT experience. From an ISO standpoint, we're ISO certified. A process control standpoint, I got to see and kind of audit through all that. And as a quality manager, you go through those ISO audits and work with customers on onboarding audits. And in some cases, I'd say our customer audits are more stringent than our ISO audit. There was some pretty late nights, with auditors kind of talking through how we do things and how we could grow and get better. So it was the perfect combination, kind of, so to speak, for growing into that upper level management role. So it's been fun. It was, like I said, it was an accident, but it worked out well, and I wouldn't trade it.
A happy accident, as Bob Ross would say.
Hey, if I could show you, I got a Bob Ross calendar on my wall here. I'm a Bob Ross fan.
Yeah, who isn't?
Right.
About almost 20 years experience and working in a large manufacturing facility. If you had to go back 10, 20 years, or even now, just give someone advice, they're looking to get into manufacturing, they got 50 grand to start up, how would you consult with those people? What would you tell them to do to be successful? I
would tell them to find somebody geographically close that can help you develop as you grow to fit their needs. It's simple. Find out what they need and give it to them.
Yeah.
Right. Take your expertise, take the knowledge you have, apply it, and figure out how you can make it valuable to somebody else. And we've always treated our shop as an extension of our customers' shops. There are customers of ours that stamp parts for themselves, but they can't always keep up, and their equipment breaks down, and they might not have the expertise and years of experience that we have. So I always tell them, take advantage of us. I would say if we felt like we were being taken advantage of, you got to look at it from a different perspective. That's the relationship building with our customers. That's how you become ingrained with them and really helping them. And when you provide good value to them, they're going to keep coming back to you. And we weren't always great at welding, for instance, but right now we're going through a project that we've got a customer that they know our willingness to invest in our expertise in stamping. They're helping develop us as a welder right now.
Oh, cool.
Something that we've done, enough of, but this is next level stuff. We're learning, right? So we still continue to learn and grow, even at our size.
Yeah.
$50,000 startup. It's your expertise and your time and willingness to listen to them and help solve problems. That's going to be your biggest tool right now.
So just find someone local with a need and use your skill to help fulfill it.
Yeah. Stay in front of them. Like I said, be an extension of their business. And once you have one that starts to kind of manage itself and take care of itself and grow on its own, then let's look for the next.
Yeah, there is a huge boom in all this automation. Now, are you guys implementing that? I mean, you're kind of there 20 years ago at kind of the, I would say the infancy of a lot of this robots and automation.
Yeah.
And I gotta imagine that's evolved over this past 20 years. what have you seen lately that is big steps for you in Industry 4.0?
I would say watching that iteration over time, robots were always present. It's just that the programming functionality, how complicated of a cell you can build it's gotten easier to do over time. So I've always lived with robotics to some degree. So we have an 1,100 ton press that we just put in the last year and a half. It's got a huge bed on it. You can handle big parts, but you can't reach it very well because the bed's so big. So to reach inside the press and move parts around is pretty tough. So we're working with, maybe you've heard of transfer systems on presses. Yep. So automated, arms that are coming in and moving parts, moving to something a little different where this system can work as a single robot that's moving parts like a transfer system, or it can go in own life mode where there's 4 arms, they can all move independently. So it's a lot more complex because you have all these moving parts. You have to have interference detection. You gotta have end of arm tools for each one that are gonna change over. So our operators are gonna have to step up their game to learn this thing, but
yeah,
it's gonna make this 1,100 ton, really cool to watch because some of the big parts and the moves that we're gonna be making are not what you normally see in our environment in the way we've done things historically. It's funny you bring that up though, because the way you used to go to the local technical college to learn, and we still use ours heavily for learning and entry-level training, but I talk about helping customers solve problems. Like where do you pick up the next new thing, the next best thing, the technology that's going to help you succeed?
Yeah.
A lot of it it's publications, it's podcasts, it's YouTube videos, it's see where somebody else found a cheat code and learn how to apply it in your environment.
Right. Yeah, I've learned so much recently just about automation and Industry 4.0 just from doing this podcast. Well, cool. Yeah, thanks again. I'll reach out. We'll stay in touch and we'll try to work something out in the future.
All right, sounds good, Justin. Thank you.
Yep. Thanks, Chris. Have a good one.